All my successful lions out there, I'm back. This is the book we're about to get into, man. It's a great read. Um, Absolutely great read, man. You know, for all ethnic groups, um, but especially brothers and sisters um, who may understand a little more of what we go through on a day-to-day basis. This is for you. Um, this is not, slander against anybody, um, but this is very helpful for all of us. All right. I'm gonna get into it. This part will be about the food that we call soul food. Like I said, I like to tie everything up when I speak. You know, like I said, who do I trust? Me, that's who, and keeping toxic people or relationships or things in 2020 and not bringing it to 2021. Now, when we speak about the food aspect of everything, this is about, being healthy, and this is what I'm about. So I like to tie everything up all together, just like when we're about to read some scriptures in Isaiah. I tie everything up together. So let's read a couple pages. This is from Niggas to Gods Part 1. I do have Part 2, haven't read it yet, but that's the next book I'm going to read. And hopefully before the year's out, I'll do that book, or I have plenty of books to go through. So check out this author, very good. I like the way, he broke things down, and I like big font, you know. I like it's a lot of pages too, 100 and something pages, and it feels like it just speaks right to me, And I like books like that. All right, let's get into it. Let's see. So I think it's 132. I think it's page 132. There we go. Soul Food or Slave Food, Part 1. Alright, let's read it. Hey, listen, I got a lot of soul, but I don't want to. I don't want no greasy, stanky, nasty, disgusting, filthy, funky pork guts, most commonly known as chitlins. I don't want no pig snout, pig feet, pig ears, pig knuckles, or no pig cracklings. I don't want any of this so-called soul food. There are some parts of the pig that I can't even mention, but black ropes will fry those up too. Hot sauce will make anything taste good. We eat a lot of this low quality, low end, last resort type of food. We have been eating like this for generations upon generations, but for what reason? We are eating this very low quality food while our health is paying a very high price. Many of us have been raised on this same so-called soul food that is lowering us into the ground before our time. One by one, this so-called soul food diet can be linked to most of our physical and therefore mental illnesses, diseases, and discomforts. We are dying from health conditions that cause everything from hypertension, heart attacks, and strokes to various forms of cancer. This is directly linked to the poor quality of foods that we have been trained to consume since our birth. we must clearly, let's see, we must clearly understand that this so-called soul food diet that has been passed down generation after generation is actually a slave food diet. This poor, low quality, disease plaguing, suicidal type of diet is the eating habit that we have inherited from the slave plantation. This is not soul food. This is slave food. This food will lay your soul to rest. This is straight soul food, slave food, no matter how you look at it. This is the leftover scraps that the white slave master would throw away. The white slave master would take the nutritional food for himself and the farm animals and throw away the leftover waste material to the niggers and the hogs, the poor, hungry, work to death slave, that's us, would have to go behind the white slave master and dig into the trash to luckily find something similar to food to eat for himself and family. We would take the trash scraps of the white slave master and make tasty but unhealthy meals out of it. We would creatively take these undesired trash scraps and make them into desired meals by seasoning and cooking them to taste. We would work so much black magic on this so-called food that the slave master would smell it cooking and come down to the slave shack to get some for his own greedy devil self. Yes, we would miraculously take food that was only qualitative enough to feed the hogs and work wonders on it. This so-called food is all that the white slave master had left for us to eat. So we ate it, even though the food was extremely bad for our black bodies and black minds. We ate what we had to eat for black survival. So after eating this type of terrible diet for centuries during slavery, it became a suicidal habit. This became the only way of eating that we knew. So this type of food became our trademark, and it was called soul food. But this was really, in fact, slave food. Wow. And just to, man, that's deep. Just to speak on that a little more, like I just said, man, like these Thanksgiving and these Christmas and these Easters and this wedding reception and the passing, after people die and everything like that, the food that we eat after that, man, is just, it's gonna cause us to die. It's very sad that our mentality is like that. And we have to make a change. And I'm making a change by doing this channel and showing improvement. Yes, I eat certain things from time to time, but that's after you put in the work. I might have some chips every now and again. I might, have a few slices of pizza. Literally, I had pizza twice last year. Once in the summertime and once around October. Alright, so I stay away from a lot of stuff. And like I said, it takes time to get to that. I'm not asking people to change overnight. I'm not even asking people to change. It's up to you. I'm just putting out this goodwill of what I do, and hopefully I help one person helps another, and another, it becomes a domino effect, like I said in several of my videos. I'm not perfect. The cards we were dealt were not perfect, but we gotta change the deal, man. We got to change the dealer because the game is rigged. So it's up to you to know that. All right. Now we off from that. We're gonna get into little scriptures, and I just read, I just read a few pages out of this book. But go check out the author. He has a definitely array of different books that I'm getting into. Great author, man. So get an audio or the physical book. Me personally, I like physical books, but those might like audio. I don't mind. Hey, just get the knowledge, obtain it, write down things you want to know, that you need to know, and keep it pushing. Pass it on. All right. Now we're going to get into some scriptures, and what I'm reading today is Isaiah chapter 30 and rebellious children, because like I said, this whole episode ties all like a bow, and that's how I do things, man. Like just about speaking about the food aspect of things. We're a rebellious children. Um, This is why some people don't see their blessing, because they continue to be rebellious towards the Lord and towards themselves. You know. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. All right. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down unto Egypt, and have not acts at my mouth, to strengthen themselves to the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. For his princes were at Zion, and the ambassadors came to Horeb. They were all ashamed of the people that could not profit them, nor be in help, nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach. The burden of the beasts of the south into the land of trouble and anguish, from whence come from young and old lion, the viper and fiery flying serpent. They will carry their riches upon the shoulders of young asses, and their treasures upon the bunches of camels. A people that shall not profit them, for Egyptians shall help in vain, and no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. Now go write it before them in a table, and none it note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise the word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and say therein, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking coming suddenly at an instant. And he shall break it as the breaking of a potter's vessel, that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a sure to take fire from the hearth, or take water withal out of the pit. For thus said the Lord God of the Holy One of Israel, and returning in rest shall be saved, and quietness and confidence shall be your strength, and ye will not. Be ye said, not for we will flee upon horses, therefore shall ye flee, and we will ride upon the wife, therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one, at the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee, till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of the mountain, and as an ensign on an hill. And therefore will the Lord wait, that he may be gracious unto you, and therefore will he be exalted, that he may have mercy upon you. For the Lord is a God of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him. Yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it right there. Great read, great scriptures. Hopefully you guys, like this episode. I believe it's episode number 10. We're gonna continue pushing on. Yeah, man. Hopefully those scriptures touched you. Hopefully this episode touched you, and you're ready to make a change, and make a change for the better, because you know it's for the better. All right. Like I say around this time, stay up, stay shining, stay smiling, and shine on them, man. Shine on them. Peace and blessings. Till next time.